What's up, everybody? What's happening out there? Am I live? Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? What's up, everybody? I'm here celebrating 1 year of SEO, at least officially, as far as my YouTube channel and my business is concerned. So I'm welcoming you guys to sit here and hang out with me for a little bit and celebrate 1 year of me doing SEO. So that's what I want to talk about today. And first of all, I want to thank each and every one of you guys who tune in and watch my videos, because aside from my immediate family, you guys are by far the most important people in my life. And I really mean that, because directly because of you is why my life has changed in the way it has for the better over the past 12 months. So that's what I want to talk about here today, exactly how my life has changed, why I think that's happened, the things that led to it, and what I think I've learned from that. So the first message I want to get across is that this device right here can change your life over the course of the next 12 months. Just your phone, that's all you need. You don't need anything else. If I'm honest, a laptop or some kind of computer would be helpful, but it's not at all necessary. Honestly, if you have a smartphone, you could do everything that I'm about to show you here, and I highly suggest you do if you like making more money in less time, if you like paying your bills doing less work, because that's exactly what has happened to me over the past 12 months or so. So before I go any further, a lot of people have trouble relating. When they see stuff like this, they see people who have gone out and taken a risk and accomplished something. They have a hard time seeing them doing the same thing. So the next time, what I want you to do is, the next time you see a UPS driver, I want you to look at that guy while he's delivering packages, or maybe he's driving the truck, maybe he's dropping something off on your front porch. The next time you see a UPS driver, I want you to look at that guy and imagine in 2 years that same guy sitting at home all day long, making the same kind of money, playing with his phone as he is driving a truck every day for 8 to 10 hours. Because that's me, that's my story. 2 years ago, for those of you guys who don't know, I was a UPS driver. And the reason I was a UPS driver is because for years before that, I don't know, I've probably been working 17 years or something like that, 18 years of my life. And before 2 years ago, when I was a UPS driver, I always worked for small businesses. I liked small businesses. I've kind of had a thing against big, massive corporations. I think they do a lot of unsavory things and kind of make the world not a better place in a lot of cases. So I shied away from the big companies and I worked for small businesses, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot, but my income wasn't really growing, right? I was never homeless or anything like that. I always had a place to live, but I'll be honest, I live in the hood in Baltimore, so rent is pretty cheap. I paid my bills, but I just was always kind of broke. There wasn't a lot of savings. There wasn't a lot of money to go out and do the types of things I wanted to do, but at the same time, I enjoyed my job, so I was kind of trying to balance and be happy with that. Eventually, as I got a little older, as I got more frustrated with these small businesses, I decided, let me try a big corporate job, get that financial security I've always been looking for. So I did. I started at UPS, and it took a while to get rolling, but eventually the money thing was taken care of, right? I was getting a consistent paycheck every week, and it was a fairly large paycheck, at least to what I had been used to. But the problem was, I was working 10, sometimes 12-hour days, 5 and 6 days a week. And when that was over, I literally had no time to do anything else. So I had money to spend on the weekend, but I had no weekend. I had one day when I had to sleep and wash my clothes and go grocery shopping and all that kind of stuff. So if you can relate, then what I'm talking about here today is for you. And again, I'm talking about how this device, a smartphone, can change your life over the next 12 months. If you are deliberate and if you take action and if you start today. So what am I talking about? The first and most important thing you need to focus on if you want to make money online in really any capacity is building an audience. So that's what I've been focused on over the past year. Priority number one is building as big an audience as I can. That's people like you who want to tune in and see my content. So again, I'm thankful. Even if you never buy anything, those of you who haven't and will never buy anything, even the haters, even the people who come and watch my content and talk smack or copy it or whatever, I'm thankful for all of you guys, because this is what I want to show you here. If I pull up YouTube here, this is my YouTube analytics, my reach for the past year, and you can see that about a year ago I was reaching 200 or 300 people a day. And so if I zoom out, I've had this channel for I guess about 2 years now, but the first year it was pretty dead. Let me zoom out to lifetime so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. So for the first, I logged in, I made the channel, I might have uploaded a video or whatever here and there, but for the first year I pretty much didn't upload anything. Then I started uploading content about reselling. I was selling a lot of stuff on eBay and trying to make money that way. So to keep a long story short, my channel was kind of all over the place with what I was talking about. So about a year ago, I niched down to SEO and digital marketing. I added and digital marketing because it's not just search engine optimization that I do. I like messing with social media marketing and automation and content creation, YouTube. It's kind of a broad scope digital marketing, but I niched down to SEO, and you can see what happens once I started sticking to one niche. And as you can see from down here, I don't know, this might be behind me in the shot, but I was uploading a lot more videos a lot more frequently, and because of that my reach exploded to where now in if we go back to 365 days, it's got me 700,000 impressions in the past year. And along with that, if we click on I think it's under engagement or overview, anyways, got me 100,000 views in the past year. That's 100,000 people who have watched one of my videos, and the same can be true for you. Like I said, in just 12 months, if you start now, if you start today. And that's again what I want to talk about. So 100,000 views on YouTube, that's just one example. If we take a look at TikTok, here you can see I haven't even been on TikTok a year. I've been on TikTok maybe 6 months, really only active on it the past 3 or 4 months maybe. And in those 3 or 4, maybe 5 months, I've grown my TikTok account to 18,000 followers and 73,000 likes. Now, followers and likes are kind of meaningless, right? Unless you're in a popularity contest trying to be cool. But again, I said, if you want to make money online, you need to build an audience, right? It's the same as if you want to sell something in person. You can set up a store and have the nicest store and the coolest product and the lowest price, but if nobody walks through the front door, you're not going to make any money, right? So it's the same with making money online. If you want to make any money at all, you have to have customers. And in order to have customers, you're going to hear a lot of no's, right? You're going to reach a lot of people that don't want your product, that aren't interested in what you have to sell. So the bigger your audience, the better. Now, obviously you want to develop relationships with these people. It's not just as simple as slapping a video or an ad or whatever in front of them. But if you start now, you can start to refine this process over time, and that's kind of what I want to get to here in the next couple minutes of how I refined my process. So when I first started all this, I initially wanted to get clients. I wanted to scale an SEO agency because when I look on YouTube and when I look on Google, that seems to be the popular thing. If you search SEO, it's SEO agency, SEO agency. We do SEO services. So I thought, okay, I want to make money online. I'm pretty good at SEO. This is something I've been paying attention to and playing with for years. I think I know what I'm doing. So I started putting myself out there on YouTube saying, hey, I want SEO clients. I started making websites and ranking them in different cities saying, I want to do local SEO. I want to do this kind of SEO. And I started getting clients, but my problem was initially I was thinking too small, right? I had my prices set too low because I didn't have any real case studies to show anybody of what I could do. I had a handful of websites that I had ranked myself, but I didn't really have any clients. And then so about a year ago, actually exactly a year ago, this day last year, on my birthday, I was actually out west in Arizona for my sister's wedding. And I couldn't stop telling my family. I was ranting about some stuff I'd figured out with SEO, about how to use YouTube for SEO, and I was telling them, this is crazy. I'm ranking websites in like 2 or 3 days for pretty tough keywords. And of course, my family, they all have jobs and they're not into digital marketing, so it's pretty meaningless to them. And I'm all excited and pumped up trying to tell somebody who cares, right? And it's hard to find anybody who cares, but then people start hitting me up for SEO. So anyways, I started getting some clients, and because my prices were low, because I didn't have a lot of case studies, I'm working with businesses that had very limited marketing budgets. And even when I was able to get extremely good results for them, they might not be good at selling, or they might not have a great product, or whatever it is. So you can do all the work in the world to rank them number one and even get them tons of traffic, like thousands of people coming to their website. But if those people aren't converting into sales, that business is going to have a hard time continuing to pay you month after month for something that's not increasing their bottom line. And again, being someone who's new, I couldn't fix all their problems, right? I knew how to get their website to rank, so I'd get it to the top of Google. But I didn't know that much about conversions. I didn't know much about building an offer or a landing page. I mean, I could set the page up, but as far as like what words to put on there to make someone want to buy, to get inside their emotions, I didn't really know a lot about any of that. So what I found, it was that trying to scale an SEO agency, particularly as a new person and as a solopreneur, right, was just scaling my workload, and it was scaling my bosses, right? When I left UPS, I wanted to fire my boss, but instead with building an SEO agency, I was actually scaling my boss, because now I had 5, 10, 12 bosses at a time wanting to call me, you know, once a week, twice a week, wanting to do video chats and ask questions and all this. And so basically, I decided a couple things needed to happen. One, I needed to come up with some sort of standard operating procedure or roadmap or template that I could reuse with each client rather than going down and doing individual audits. So that was part of it. The second thing I needed to happen was I needed to figure out how to spend less time working, right? To get more clients and more customers and spend less time working. So to do that, I decided to hire VAs, overseas VAs. I'm here in the United States. I tried a handful of VAs from different countries, and they were great. They were excellent workers. But again, it was more work for me, right? Now I'm managing them. Now I'm creating trainings and processes. And that's how my SEO training came about. Because I got tired of answering the same questions, both with clients and with my VA employees. I put it all together, my entire process from start to finish, and I sent it over to my VAs, and they told me it was great. They learned a ton of stuff, and I got the same information from clients. And really, several of my clients were telling me, wow, this is amazing information. You should be charging tens of thousands of dollars for this service, and you could have much bigger clients. And all I'm thinking in my head as they're telling me this is, wow, clients paying me 10 times the amount of money. Like, on the one hand, that sounds great, but that also sounds like 10 times the responsibility, 10 times the employees, 10 times the stress, 10 times the phone calls. And so, like I said, SEO, digital marketing, social media marketing, funnels, this is all stuff I've been paying attention to for a long time, like 5 years, maybe even longer than that, with some of the SEO stuff. But anyways, one of the things I had noticed is that the people who are really successful in this field, in digital marketing, the people who are killing it, are using technology to multiply and magnify their message, right? They're not dealing with clients one-on-one, face-to-face. What they're doing is reaching their entire audience, potentially everyone on the internet, with recorded videos, with news articles, with podcasts. And what I noticed they were doing was helping hundreds and thousands of people at once. So I thought to myself, hey, I spent the time to make this SEO training. I'm getting really good feedback on it. Clearly the technique works. And by the way, I want to show you exactly what I'm talking about when I say it works. I want to show you 3 quick examples. So these are all results I got within the first year. Mind you, I just started talking about SEO on YouTube literally 12 months ago. So if you go to YouTube right now and you search free SEO training, notice this is an ad here at the top by Ahrefs. Right beneath that is my video. So I'm currently ranking #1 on YouTube for free SEO training in my very first year in business. And I'm telling you that not to brag. I'm telling you that because you can absolutely do the same thing. Whether it's the SEO industry, whatever industry you're in, right? You can dominate it and become #1 on YouTube a year from now if you start today. And if you need some help with that, there's a link right beneath this video, howtorank.com/links. That is the page where you'll find all of my marketing tools. I update it as I find new stuff. I drop new links on there. But anyways, there's a link on there. Complete SEO training, I think is what the button says, but that's how you can get my 7-day SEO training, where I show you exactly how to do this, how to rank #1 on YouTube for SEO training, right? SEO is like an $80 billion industry. There's no way that somebody in their first year in business should be even on this first page, let alone ranking #1 for this term, unless what they're teaching works, which it does. So that's another thing I want to show you here. Again, this is using YouTube. If you search trick the Google algorithm on Google, actually go to Google and search trick the Google algorithm. Nope, now it's listening to me. Now my phone's trying to search it. But anyways, if you scroll down a little bit, there's a video right here from my channel, how to trick the Google algorithm, and that'll show you how to do it. Anyways, here's one more result that I just find highly amusing for a guy in his first year in business. I hope you can appreciate this. If you search #1 SEO out of 24 million results just about, it looks like I'm technically the #2 SEO because there's a company called One SEO Digital Agency. They obviously have the first spot. We scroll down, here is my local business in Google Maps, which again, I'm no longer working with clients. I just leave this stuff up to generate traffic. I'll eventually be selling the leads off to other agencies. So if that's something you're interested in, getting leads for SEO, definitely hit me up because I will have plenty to pass along once I find the time to organize them all. But anyways, if we scroll down again here, so here is the LinkedIn profile for that company I was telling you about, One SEO Agency. And right beneath that is a simple 1 or 2 page website that I set up to, again, promote that I do SEO and that I'm into SEO. And at the time when I set this up, I wanted more SEO clients. I wanted to do SEO as a service. So like I said, I just leave these up because obviously it brings me traffic. It's great to show off for when people don't know what SEO is. You know, when I'm at a family member's house or a friend's house and they ask what I do and I tell them I do SEO, what is that? And another thing I'll tell them is just search best looking man in Baltimore. And that really blows their mind because obviously it's a nonsense ranking, right? It's just to be funny. But when my friends who live here in Baltimore search for the best looking man in Baltimore and see my face, they're pretty impressed. And that's a much easier and faster way to explain to somebody what I do than try and explain to them, well, Google has this algorithm, and if you change the words on your website, it changes where your website ranks and all this stuff. No, just pull out your phone, search for the best looking man in Baltimore. That's what I do. So anyways, I hope you guys find this information valuable, and the reason I share this with you is because you'll probably get a lot of flack, particularly if you do what I do and try and start a course right from the beginning, right? Because there's never been more hate in the world for fake gurus than there are right now. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't have any social media following, if you don't have a YouTube channel, and then you start a YouTube channel today and you say, hey, I have a course for sale, people are going to call you out, they're going to question it. But the thing is, it doesn't matter, right? Because you're either going to sell your course and make money or not sell your course and not make money. So there's really nothing in between, okay, getting made fun of, but it's really easy to just close the screen on your computer and not look at those comments, right? And I'm absolutely not saying that you should go out and misrepresent anything, that you should scam. But what I am saying is that everything you know today, you learned from somebody else, right? And even something that might seem really simple to you, at one point in time, you didn't understand it. You needed some help. You had to either go look on Google or ask a friend or be taught in school, right? So there's something that everybody knows that they could be teaching somebody else. Now you might think, well, I could never charge money for that. I think you'd be surprised. Digital education is exploding, but what I would recommend you do is, again, start today and start putting out free content. That's what I did, putting out tips about SEO on YouTube, and I just did that over and over and over again. You know, I try to do it every single week. Sometimes I miss a week, sometimes I do 3 or 4 videos a week, so it evens out to about 1 video a week. But if you start doing that, and like I said, you stay consistent on the same topic over and over again, your channel will naturally grow. And like I said, that's exactly what happened to me here. If I go to reach, once again, internet's being slow because I'm live streaming, but here over the past year you can see this graph is just steady upward to where now I'm reaching between 2,500 and 5,000 people per day. And that's just here on YouTube. Like I said, I have TikTok, I have 20 or 30 different websites at least going, all bringing traffic to essentially my name, James Jernigan SEO, James Jernigan Digital Marketing, my YouTube channel, whatever it is. It's more people that I'm reaching and developing a relationship who might potentially one day buy my products. And even if they don't, now that my YouTube channel is monetized, that's an extra couple $100 that I get every single month from work I've done in the past. And even if I stop, even if I take a month off, that money is recurring. It continues to come. Now, obviously, my reach is not going to grow as fast if I take time off, but that's what we're working towards, and that's what we're building. So when I said I was getting scaling an SEO agency was like scaling my boss, right? It was creating more work, it's creating more phone calls, more headaches, more stress, and obviously more money. But at the end of the day, money is not everything for me, at least. A big part of it was free time, right? If it was just about the money, I'd still be driving a truck for UPS. They make great money, but unfortunately, most UPS drivers' bodies wear down. You don't see a ton of old people that are UPS drivers because you can only walk 20 miles a day and carry 200 or 300 packages for so long. So I knew there had to be something else. There had to be an easier way. And I started feeling the same thing with clients that I felt at UPS, right? I'm working all day. I'm always stressed. Somebody's always calling and nagging me, whatever. So that's when I shifted to digital products, like I said, selling this course as well as selling various affiliate offers. Again, the page down below, howtorank.com/links. If you want to get started with any of this stuff, that's where you'll find it. There's also a button there that says make money sharing links. And the way that works is it's called affiliate marketing. That word scares a lot of people, but here's what you need to know. Affiliate marketing just means a commission-only salesperson, right? Generally on the internet, but there's affiliate marketers in, face-to-face sales too. But anyways, if you click this button that says make money sharing links, you will be able to sign up for the website building software that I use, which is completely free to use. You'll be able to build 3 websites for free. You can do email marketing. They let you host videos on there. You can actually build your own membership. If I can speak, you can build your own membership site, aka a course, again for free, and charge people money for it and start making money, right? So if you start today, you might go 6 months without making a single dollar. But if you continue and you practice, as I did, you'll start getting consistent sales to the point where first you'll start getting 1 or 2 sales a month. Then you'll start getting 1 sale a week. Now I'm to the point where I'm getting 1, sometimes 2 sales per day, sometimes 3 or 4. Usually it's about 1 sale or 2 sales of my products per day. But again, if I look back just 6 months ago, I didn't even have a course, right? It was about 6 months ago when I made it. And then the first few months, it was much like selling SEO services. It was phone calls, it was messages, it was people asking me what's in it, how does it work, do you have any case studies? And at first I didn't, and it was really difficult. But the more people that took the course, the more people that were happy to share their positive results. And that's the kind of thing that can really build you credibility fast. So now, right, a year ago when I first started talking about SEO, I had maybe 100 or 200 subscribers on my channel. It looked really funny, right? People would search for something about SEO, they would find my video, they would click on it and be like, what, this guy only has 100 subscribers, why should I listen to him? But I didn't let that bother me. I just kept making videos. I just kept sharing what I knew and what I was figuring out. Even if it was something I just learned a couple days ago, I'd hop on and make a video about it and tell somebody else about it, and they would tell their friends. So again, now I have 2,500 subscribers, 100,000 views on YouTube, 18,000 followers on TikTok, and these are all people that can share my content with other people, that can help me promote my message. And that message is literally, hey, this thing can make your life better. A lot of people talk about how social media is like ruining the youth and it's creating zombies. Everybody's looking at their phone all the time. But you can take advantage of that, right? It doesn't have to be a bad thing. In a way, you create your reality. So if you're sitting there telling yourself this is terrible, everyone's looking at their phone, can't talk to anybody, then yeah, it's probably going to be terrible for you. And for me personally, I spent a lot of, until about, most people don't know this, but until about 5 years ago, I didn't even use my real name on social media. For the first, I don't know how many years I was on social media, but from, I guess, the end of high school is when, in high school we had MySpace, and then after high school it was Facebook and all that. But I always used fake names because I'm a really introverted person. I never cared to have my business out there. I was actually really anti surveillance state and all this spying and collection of information. I was super against it, and I was super pro internet privacy. So I always used fake names, fake accounts, and you just can't really build a following that way. But I didn't want to, right? Because I'm introverted. I didn't want attention. But as time went on, I started seeing these people that were making money online. And, there's tons of big names. If you want to look at the celebrities in the space, there's people like Russell Brunson, Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, Les Brown. There's dozens and dozens of these guys. Gary Vee, Ty Lopez, whatever you want to call them. There's tons of them. And a lot of people like to hate on these people, say, oh, that's a fake guru. Oh, he's just in it for the money. Oh, he's just selling courses. But what I saw was, hey, these are people who are doing whatever the hell they want to do all day, every day, and getting a consistent paycheck from it. And I was like, hey, I want to try it. Worst case scenario, I spend a year uploading videos every week. Nobody likes it. And someone on the internet makes fun of me. Like, worst case scenario. Best case scenario, again, guys like Tony Robbins, Russell Brunson, Gary Vaynerchuk, Grant Cardone, guys with tons of money with their own private jets. And you know the saying, people say you should set your goals much higher than you think is possible. And the reason is because if you undershoot, you're going to end up much farther ahead than if you set a little tiny goal that you can accomplish, right? Because if I set a goal that says, let's say I want to make $100,000 a year, and I fail, I might end up making $60,000 a year. But if I set a goal that says I want to make $1 million a year, and I fail, I might end up making $600,000 a year, right? So which is better? Do you want to fail at $600,000 or do you want to fail at $60,000? So that's the way I look at it, and that's the way I look at all of these big, flashy gurus, and I think you guys who follow me know that I'm not like that at all. I don't care about flashing money. I would like to drive a Lamborghini one day, but I don't know that I want to own one. Seems like a lot of maintenance and headaches. But anyways, what I'm hoping you guys take away from this is that this thing can start earning you money. You can start in your spare time. You don't have to do like I did and quit your job at UPS and then run to the thrift store every day to sell stuff on eBay for a year while you get your footing, because I've literally laid it all out for you exactly step by step, everything you need to do regardless of what your niche is or your keyword. If you want to start getting attention online, you can check out my full 7-day SEO training, and if you want to know a little bit more about what's inside of it, the first 2 or 3 days are really short videos. Like, I'm talking 10-15 minute long videos, and they're just kind of to orient you, to get you aware of what you're going to be doing and start planting seeds in your head. And there's homework each day, and it's not homework that I'm going to check. I won't look at it. It's just homework you do on your own. I'm happy to look at it. If you want to send it over to me, you're more than welcome to say, hey, this is what I'm working on. I love helping people in that way. But really, it's just the first few days are 10 or 15 minutes. Here's what you need to do. Here's how to find your keywords. Here's how to look up your competition and see what they're doing. And then as you get into the third, I think it gets longer on the third or fourth day, the videos get to be about an hour and a half, and they're more in-depth and technical. They're going to walk you through everything about setting up your YouTube channel, setting up your Google My Business, setting up your various social media accounts across all the different platforms that are out there. And that's one of the big things about my SEO training, is that I have a completely different approach to SEO than most people you've probably heard of before. Again, which is why I think my content ranks #1 on YouTube for free SEO training, because this video literally is just that, 35 minutes of free SEO training. And then, like I said, my 7-day course is pretty affordable too. It's only $97 for 7 days of training that can, again, turn into hundreds of thousands of views on your content over the next year and thousands of dollars in passive income, because that's what it's done for me. It's made it to where, like I said, I'm not rich, I'm not making a ton of money doing this stuff, but I am making $2,000 to $3,000 per month passively from simple things like making 15-second TikTok videos, from making 30-minute YouTube videos. And these things are a lot more enjoyable, at least to me, than driving a truck for 12 hours a day, or spending 15 hours operating festivals, which is what I used to do before I worked at UPS. And again, it was good fun, but then to spend 15 hours a day working your ass off and get the kind of money that's like you should be working 8 hours a day somewhere type of money, this is a lot better, and you can absolutely do the same thing. So Anyways, if that's something that interests you, check out my SEO training. If SEO doesn't interest you at all, still check out howtorank.com/links. I've got some automation tools, different ways you can save time by automating your social media profiles, different tools for scraping and collecting information from around the internet, different stuff that might be able to help you. Anyways, most of it's free. It's all low price. The most expensive item that you're going to find there is if you upgrade your GrooveFunnels membership. I think that's going to set you back like $1,400. But when I decided to upgrade my GrooveFunnels account for about $1,400, and they might have raised the price. Don't quote me on that. They might have raised the price recently. But anyways, since joining GrooveFunnels, their affiliate program has made me 2 or 3 times my initial investment alone. And then on top of that, it's given me the tools to create my own course, which again has made me several $1,000s. It's allowed me to create websites that promote affiliate offers, again, that have made me thousands of dollars. So you can do the same thing. You can start for free. GrooveFunnels is free. My SEO training is $97, so like I said, less than like the cost of a steak dinner or a night out with your girlfriend. You can learn how to get free traffic from the internet for the rest of your life and monetize that traffic. So anyways, I don't talk a whole lot about monetizing the traffic in my SEO training, again, because it's something I'm new at and I didn't want to try and tell you how to do something that I hadn't done myself. So what the training focuses on is specifically ranking content, getting traffic, and then if you want to learn how to monetize it, I highly recommend checking out a guy's channel on YouTube named Chase Reiner. Also, actually at the link down below, howtorank.com/links, there's a button that says make money on TikTok. If you click that button, you can join Chase Reiner's private TikTok elites group for $1 actually. So again, super affordable. You could check it out for $1, and that's where I learned how to make money on TikTok, how to do affiliate marketing. So I'm going to wrap this up here, but with TikTok and affiliate marketing, I was able to start getting the same amount of sales in the first week as like the previous 2 months on YouTube, right? So I spent 2 months making YouTube videos once a week, spending several hours to make this half an hour long tutorial where I show you everything about how to do something, right? And it would get me views and it would get me a sale or two. But then I started taking Chase's advice and making 15-second TikTok videos that would get me 3 to 5 sales like over the course of a week or even overnight sometimes. So 5 or 10 minutes worth of work for several hundred, even $1,000 in sales versus hours worth of work for 1 or 2 sales. Highly recommend checking it out. But anyways, it's up to you. Like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in and checking out my videos and sharing my content. It has really changed my life in ways that I have a hard time explaining, and I'm super grateful for. Ways like I'd never have to drive a truck around all day again. I don't have to carry packages. I can sit around my house, do whatever I want, play with my dog, play with my cats, make silly videos on my phone, and get paid the same amount of money. So that really has been life-changing for me. I don't know how else to put it. If that sounds like something you're interested in, check out the link below. Maybe you'll find something you like. If not, hey, at least I tried. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great day.